Oh shit. Oh shit, there's a walkie sprinter bird. Hello, how's it going, people? I totally don't have a problem. I, I'm not the worst of my friends at least, but hello, how's it going, people? Those of you who do play this, we have drops now. I've had a... Ow, blue! Why? Oop, I might have been a little bored. Ow! Rude. So I decided, fuck it, let's stream, because ow, the other option was doing live 2D stuff, but I don't want to do live 2D. Ow! Blue, cease. I will find a way to throw something at you in return. Okay, that's it, young lady. We're gonna eat something at you as soon as we work out how. Okay. So, yeah, I've not progressed the story at all since the last, stream. I have, however, got my current cast of characters that I'm using all up to level 20 and ascended them and got them all the basic perks that come with ascending. I've also completed the weekly rewards for the simulated universe, and it just basically just did farming. I need to right. Let me just claim. Oh my god, I don't know where things are in the menu still. Let's see if I can claim my Okay, they're not quite done with their missions yet. That is okay. Let's do some warps first, I guess. I don't have enough to do the special character draw for Seele yet, which is what I want to do, but I do have plenty for the stellar warp. Ow, blue, bad. Why are you so violent today? What did I do? Alright, let's go. Let's hope where we get something nice. Don't know if any of you saw. I did a drawing of one of the characters from this game last night. Okay, 4 stars. That's like the medium in this game. Junk. Cool art. Still junk though. Junk. Okay. We got an idle for Dunhang. Not the greatest, not the worst. Ooh, and a 4-star light cone. Here's the past. Cute. Okay, not really what I was hoping for from my draws, but... Does that mean we can... Oh, really? Shit. It only costs 1 for the second tier, too. Reduce tank cooldown by 1 turn. What is his talent? Details. Skill. Talent. When Dunhang is the target of an ally's ability, his next attack's wind resistance pen is increased by 19%. This effect can be triggered. Okay. So now every other turn I can get bonus wind resistance pen. And it even has higher crit rate if they're above 50% HP. Which would explain why he has such good alpha strike. Ow! Rude. Oh my god, we have a lot of messages. If only I had this many people messaging me IRL. No. Punch. It's not scary to know there are people better than you. What's scary is that they work even harder than you. Taxidermies these nuts. You do not want to... Do not taxidermy the nuts. That is illegal, probably. That would be a very sus museum. Youngsters, how can you even sleep at night knowing that other people are doing so? Thanks, game, for considering me back down that spiral. The world has no magical conch shells, nor does it rain credits. You are not the chosen one, so if you want something, work hard for it. My phone have a virus. Are you related to the magic conch? I want to believe that in canon my character is just the biggest dumbass who accidentally has, like, been given power. Bones are now forfeit. No! I don't want to be in Joe's murder museum. I saw he said that they're cast bones. But still, uh, I can't help but think it's just like, no, officer, these aren't real human bones. That's just a replica of my neighbor's entire skeletal structure. How did I get that, you ask? Well, you see, officer, we've invented this thing called the scanner. Mm-hmm. Where's my neighbor? Oh, don't worry about that. I think he went on holiday. Kind of reminder from the security center. Please stay alert to anonymous messages sent from an unknown source. It says extreme caution when reading any such information, as it may be fraudulent. How do I unsubscribe? Ow. Gotta soften you up to take those bones now, Stacey. Okay, sure. What are you? Ow. I don't think that's softening me up. You can have my bones, Blue. You don't have to throw the barrels at me. Not the rum barrels. We have so many side quests. We're going to start doing some side quests, I think, next. I didn't do any of them either. Oh. It's a woman. Woman. No, I got a new sticker pack. She looks just like me. It is you. I think this one looks more like you. Oh, the temptation to go with the grumpy one. But this one's definitely the more accurate one. Am I doing it right, Blue? Is this how you speak to women? Yeah, did I do the right thing? Help. Yes. Hey, I'm learning. 23 years on this app and I'm finally learning. And all it takes is having a multi-choice option. Oh god. Someone help me. So fucked. Found an old Express communication log in one of its Cactus's dad jokes. Don't fully understand it, but my instincts tell you should be able to. Is he implying I had kids, but I'm a dad? Wait, but you've been talking to me this entire time. Good point. You have made a very good point. Clearly I've learned something. Ow! Doing better than I thought. I like that. So is this the kind of person I am in your mind? Yes. Oh. Dan Hung sees me as his dad. Yeah, I've adopted another child. Yes, this one has a pokey stick. Let's go. Soon I will have an army. Yes, this is what it says. On watchkeeping duty with Himiko, she's still talking in her sleep. There's another entry an hour later. Watchkeeping duty with Pom Pom. We've been talking in their sleep for almost an hour, Himiko. What do you think, What? How is this a dad joke? It's clearly a horror story. Yeah, they're both somehow hearing each other talk in their sleeps. Is it? I don't understand it, but it sounds like we need an extra tag for it. The log stops there. I asked Himiko and Pom Pom. Neither of them remembered the incident. Who's the one talking in their sleep? It's like we can only rely on other entries in the data bank to verify this information. I tend to believe the data bank is omnipotent. Why would I even say that? That makes no sense. What? Is there meant to be music? There's supposed to be the in-game music, but I down too low. Hang on. Let me, I don't usually run my own playlists because one, copyright risk, and two, I don't use Spotify like most people do. My volume for the desktop is already at 0, so I just got to turn it up in game. I need to sort out like doing some background music one day, but me not using Spotify makes life much harder. I might not go back to the Express today. Wait, we can go back. Where are you staying? Yeah, good point. Where are you staying? Oh shit, I can get drops too. Yoink. I'm claiming that. Send a message to fake at another hand for the drop. Thank you, me, for enabling drops. Observing a never before seen creature. It would be tomorrow morning when I finish collecting everything I need for the data bank. Why, are you interested? Yes. Slightly, maybe. It's gonna get... Don't worry, no need to push yourself. Furthermore, they're quite vigilant and difficult to observe. They scout at the moment they perceive any potential danger. Thinking about choosing another location. Oh, in the trees, you're green already. Camouflage. Leaves to camouflage oneself? That might be a good idea. Is it too late to come over now? Am I interested? Just want to observe you. Just want to observe Dad hanging in a tree. Oh, poor boy. It feels like we're bullying him a lot. Hey, there we go. Our first drops. 20,000 credits. Right. Let's open up our missions. Let's do some side quests. So we can finally complete this one, which I got my ass kicked at the beginning of the game. So we're a higher level now. Tease. Bonk. I've seen they've already leaked a huge amount of up and coming characters for this game. There was a 4x5 grid of up and coming characters that had been leaked. I was kind of surprised by that, considering how new it is. But it was nice to see that there's more people of the imagination type coming, because Welt is currently the only one.
I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Yeah, turn your OBS down a little bit, because I can see that's probably going to drown me out very quickly otherwise. Alright, let's go.
I won't lose you.
My turn.
Blink.
Let's make it quick. What about this?
We might be, quite leveled for this area. Wait, there was a space anchor right here I could have used.
We need a strategy.
This
Boop.
is strengthen up.
And then, boop. There we go. I think this thing's level 15 or something, wasn't it? Oh shit, yeah, it's one of these Inferno guys. They're really annoying.
You know nothing of the weight behind this power.
Witness the stars shatter.
I've been playing, because I've played a lot of the simulated universe, I've had to fight him and the two other, the ice one, together quite a lot. They are such an annoying combo. The roguelike thing is surprisingly brutal, even if you're leveled above it. Or maybe it's just my team setup, I don't know.
The truth of life and death. Reveal this sanctuary. Is but a vision.
Ooh, that was a very nice chunk of damage, considering we didn't have any type advantage on that.
Watch this.
Let's go. Clemency? Never heard of it.
There's no point using our heavy attack, we may as well build up some charge there. Ow! What's that for? Ping. Okay, let me check the ping. Two super bedrooms in the main house. If you'd rather stay at the spawn house and ensure out to have a bones in the back, come. Okay. If there's an opportunity, I will probably stay at the main base because I will probably get myself lost. Or in danger every time I step out of the main base. There you go. Unclear if it works when the light is at a certain angle, the words blank can vaguely be seen printed on the card. Hey, we got a mysterious access pass. What did we get as loot? Light cone. Not what I was hoping for, but it'll do. Ooh, what's that? Very ordinary robot providing ordinary life services aboard the space station. You notice a button sticking out of the robot. That might be a power button. You decide to What's a shutdown? Here's the little robot has been on standby for some time. Push the power button, sending the little robot into sleep mode. You save just a teensy bit of power for the space station. It's not much, but it's still enough to make you puff out your chest in pride. Aww. See chat, we're being energy efficient. We're saving power on the spaceship so that Hershra doesn't bully us. Even the special space station power bank is unable to open this hatch. A so-called triple authentication is required here. Entering the mysterious cabin seems to require some extra effort. Okay. Wonder what is in there. Probably some fat loot. And now I guess we have to speak to Abraham again. Left the hunt. The hunt on the left, the harmony on the right, and the erudition in the hut. Blue. Rude. Throw stuff at him, not me. Try again on your chest. On the chest is preservation. This is the channel of the Aeon protection that I came up with myself. Please don't alter the wording, lest we offend the Aeons. I'm trying. You need to aim better. But I only recite this chant 167 times and you already activated the space anchor. Actually, when I was reciting the chant, I figured it all out. Did you help me complete my task already? I can now continue to stay on the team. I'll eventually hunt down the monster that killed Alfred and avenge him. I'll prove to you that I have the courage to step before the long-awaited death. I hope this is not our last encounter. Farewell, no. Oh god, I hope this is our last encounter. Please, I never want to speak to you again. I'd rather, like, have a lemon-covered cactus up my ass and speak to him again. I thought, okay, there's more to do for that. The hell is Rocky? Excuse me. You heard nothing, Blue. Hey, you're right. Why don't you text back? Wrong number? Oh, sorry, but whoever is reading this, please tell Lay they will be, when you meet her, that Rocky will be waiting for her at the space station. Who the fuck is Lay? Cactus up your ass. Say no more like, only if we have to speak to Abraham. I don't do that as a hobby. That's a...
Emotional damage.
You're gonna have more of an emotional damage if you try to shove a cactus up my ass. Oh yeah, let's go to Pom Pom. He has some level rewards for me, doesn't he? He actually even texted me to say so. Hey Pom Pom. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. I need to do a drawing of Pom Pom next. Look at the little fudgy bunny. Tickets, please. Oh. Anna, you're not the same person Pom Pom first met. What happened to you? Anything that's changed is your opinion of me. I conductor's eyes never lie. Anna, you're not the same person that you were. Oh god, I'm having a... They've replaced me, Blue. Who did they replace me with? Same thing that happened on March... the same thing happened to March 7th when she first went out trailblazing. How can Pom Pom put this? Feels like you're more mature. More stable? You've replaced me? Awesome. We got a good streamer in. Let's go. I can go take a nap. Blue, you got this. Entertain chat. Bye-bye. You have already filled the... You have filled the role already, Blue. Perfect. More reliable. Pom Pom is shoving. I am not. I am a bastard. I'm just being you, yeah. That is true. I have done a stream in the past where I've streamed on someone else's channel as them before. That was kind of fun. Like they asked me to fill in for a Christmas slot for them, so I did a Christmas stream on their behalf. That really threw their fan base for a loop. Pom Pom's got some small rewards for your growth. Skip the formalities. Take it all. Pom Pom will keep an eye on your progress and keep preparing some small rewards for you. As for what those will be... You'll find out soon enough. Oh, thank you, Pom Pom.
You finally got some leisure time. Don't forget to grab some sleep when you're done wandering about.
Aren't you like Pom Pom? Alright, reward claiming time. Let's go. Might be able to do some more gacha pulls at this rate. Fuel. I can drink that. Yummy gasoline. Okay, yep, that's enough to do another pull. Yo, what is all this? That's a suit of armor. Alright, time to do some gacha. Gacha! Fuck my life. I'm so dumb. I actually really like that soundtrack. Okay, what did we get, Pom Pom? I know we haven't got Seele yet because we've not hit a 5-star. Yo, okay, hello. Resolution shines as pearls of sweat. There's some fan service for some people. Bird thing? What do you mean bird thing? Pom Pom's not a bird. He's a Banoi. Yeah, you disrespect Pom Pom. Alright. Buy another special pass. Thank you. And another one. I think I need one more. Is there anywhere else I can buy one? No. Not in this shop yet. Not in the Ember Exchange. Rip. I do not want to spend money. No money, no. I'm broke. Always broke. I think I need one more to do the Stellar Draw. Yeah, I do. Okay, that could be achieved. Right. Go to Space Station to store it. So I need to go down there, so... Teleport here? You think it's a bird if you yeet it hard enough. Alright, Blue, we're turning you into a bird. Come here, you little gremlin. Ow! Get in the trebuchet. Ooh. We will launch you out of the tree bucket.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Speaking of yeeting, let's yeet this guy. Holy shit, we one-tapped him.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah, there's a puzzle upstairs. And we need to go upstairs for our quest 2. There is shinies this way. Enter the safe zone. How do I... Wait, do I have to use the elevator? Is that what this is? Oh, this is, I saw Heavy post a screenshot of this place, I think. Because it has some Genshin stuff as like a reference in it. Oh, look, it's another Hertra. Let's not speak to her. Back when the story start. Oh, yeah, this is where we do start. With that girl Kafka, which she seems to be a very popular character from what I've seen. Honestly, I don't rate Kafka myself. Not a fan, despite her badass fighting style. Door open? Oh, it does not. What about this door? It does! Shiny. Bonk. I can steal. Code of conduct, but I will never. Ah, no, this is the one which Heavy read. Screenshotted, because that's the wings from, like, the glider wings from. Guess this is just a room for reference stuff. And a bit of lore, I guess. But, how do I find the upstairs? Where am I going? To go up. Oh no, buddy. to shut this one down too. I'm just going to go around and turn off all the robots. I am a menace to the space station. Oh well, he just immediately killed 2 of them from breaking them. Aw, that's rude. He got us attacking though. What about wave 2? Hey, buddies.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Bonk. This area is definitely a bit low level for us.
You have the worst luck, Rekka.
That's fine. Yeah, you drop.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yet. Okay, it's not come through yet. But we did get more achievements. Oh, there we go. We got shiny crystal things. Got lost gold fragments. Okay. I didn't see the full list of the drops, but I've just forgotten them all. Oh. Is this... Storage on the 2nd floor? Is that what I want? That was really low frame rate. Okay, yeah, it looks like this is what we've been looking for. Perfect. Unearthly Marvel. Unearthly Marvel is made from special optical materials. When put in direct contact with life forms, the touch blocks will be illuminated. Like to pull the blocks to turn it into a physical path. You use certain blocks to teleport. When you tread on one such block, you will be teleported to another one of the same colour. Be careful of how you use it. Okay, so...
So that's how it works.
That's neat.
Looks good.
Dissertation proposal. Ow! Stole someone's dissertation proposal. Strange voices saying something over and over. Trace it back to source and listen carefully. The voice seems to contain some poignant meaning, but all you can make out of it is the word king. Are there tools aboard the space station to translate it? You notice the yellow note that reads, "Can anyone understand what it's saying?" My authorization isn't high enough, so I can't borrow the unbearable weight. I mean, surely you just need to put the audio in reverse. Bear. Bear what? Ugh, the intention is unbearable. You got a shady for that though. I like these crystals around. I don't know what they're for. I assume lore things, but... Uncle, hello. What's this? Battle of intellects is a source of pride. Physical exertion brings shame. It's complete nonsense. So physical labour doesn't count as work now? Today I'm going to show them all what real work is about. Yeah, show them. All staff present. Attention please. Notice Space Station is undergoing a difficult period of revival. In the battle with the Legion, some of our colleagues were slaughtered by monsters, and their cold bodies were thrown into the silent space. The cyber attack has erased years of research effort. The damaged curios are slowly disintegrating in a weightless environment. Everything within sight has been turned into a wasteland. Monsters still roaming around in our cabins. No matter how many dazzling achievements you've made on your own, we can no longer afford to live like hermits. We need to mobilize every member of our staff, put down our inherent prejudices, and work together to recover the last curios and repair the damaged cabins. Oh, inspiring! If you don't mind, I don't want to hear any more complaints about physical labour, nor do I want to see anyone putting off work. If you're interested in curio recovery, please report to the Curio Collection Squad under Mr. Wenmin D. Base zone as soon as possible. Those who are interested in repair work, come to me now to learn the process. Good. You, the young man who helped out in the Master Control Zone, I have a special task for you. 45 meters out of the door from where we are now, there is a major road defect. I checked, and the small ordnance depot on the other side of the defect is swarming with monsters. I'm afraid ordinary staff won't be able to deal with this. Don't worry, I've got this. Yeah, just make sure to repair the road and eliminate the monsters at the end of it. I have many other matters to attend to. Please report to me when you finish the task. Okay, so now I am a handyman. Why does she have a why do these guys have levels, in fact?
You can't get anything done if you get scared so easily.
Are the enemies from the Abyss, or are people with their intentions? As long as I'm in a space station, I will never let them ravage the territory of Madame Hitra. They are to trample on this pure land of science, they have to go through me first. What are you doing here, Chief? Oh, he's another lost soul. Don't worry, I'll show you the way. My name is Capote, member of the Department of Ecology. My other identity is way more important. I'm a die-hard— oh no, it's a simp. Get me out of here, get me out of here. We're not fight against these horrors that lay out a road to revival. But with my words, I will guide those who are lost and in a panic like yourself. I don't have any other questions for you, Chief. I'm getting out of here. Please, leave me alone. We just gotta go back to this area I have accidentally already been in. Why did you get here, Chief? We can't escape the simps no matter where we go.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out
Let's
this
go.
awesome move.
Hopefully that— yep. Bye-bye to him.
Leave the rest to me. Stand down.
Watch this.
Then a 1-y and a 2-y and a big kablooey. Easy done. Single set of monsters. Ready? And you're back. Let me concentrate and inspect your work. There is a 0.5 millisecond delay between the sound reaching both ears, which indicates that the source is 3 or 9 o'clock position. The sound is much louder in the left ear, which confirms the 9 o'clock position. That means the monsters in the 3 o'clock position have been eliminated. Good job. Just take a look. You have a point. I should also reflect on whether I, like so many others, have fallen into the trap of over-reliance on the erudition and disregarding the much simpler and perhaps more effective methods. In short, thank you for your contribution to the Hitra space station. This is the reward I managed to secure for you. Lead researcher Asta. Hey, let's go, Asta. Back when I was an online researcher, I was told by the first group of people who worked on the construction of the Hitra space station, Earth is never friendly. Rather, it is vast and dark. In this vast universe, there are countless pairs of eyes staring at the space station with various intentions. Some covet its curios, while others envy its neutrality and freedom. Others despise it to see it, or see it as a chess piece that could be destroyed and trampled on at will. Perhaps we researchers are the only ones who understand the joy, sadness, epiphany, and companionship that it has brought us. Which is why it's up to us to give everything we have to protect it. Go to the master control zone now. Let's have a quick explore over here. There's a big boy. And a chest. Ooh, puzzle. Okay. Da-da-dun. Easy. What are you doing over here? State your business and stop blocking my view. Okay. Rude as always.
We need a strategy.
Stay.
Freeze.
There we go. Holy shit, that's a lot of them.
Nothing of the weight behind.
Time to open up with the black hole then.
Shatter before you.
I probably should check the level of the engagement.
There is no other choice.
Move carefully.
Gotta throw as much firepower into this as we can.
Rules are made to be broken.
still walk away. I won't go easy.
Almost broken, which is nice.
Watch this.
That slows him down much further. We should be able to chip these goons out at least. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. It's a debuff due as well.
It's too late.
Detonator. This enemy has been attached to detonator by Void Rangers. Take additional damage after being attacked. Oh shit. Yeah, that ain't good.
The truth of life in
Looks
death.
like we should. This is a manageable fight though. Like we're probably still over leveled for this space, and we shattered most of them immediately.
Leave the rest to me. Stand down.
You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Shields up.
Let's make it quick.
That's another one gone at least.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Yeah, let's okay. All power to that.
You can't run.
You can
I
still
try
walk
hard
away.
sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
I do love that Hetra has the Hetra. March 7th has counterattacks, but like being able to make good use of them is kind of hard.
Turn.
She's just gonna have to take that hit, but it should be fine because the counterattack will hurt him back. Oh no, it stuns. That's not good.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
That'll be him down at least.
Stand down.
And it's just time to kill Mr. Frozen Man.
Let's go.
Easy. Loot time.
Oh, shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
Aim alert. Ooh, a chest. Missed that.
Keep at it.
Alright, off to the master control zone.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Okay. Let me double check everything. Research topic. No progress. Research progress report meeting cancelled last minute. Performing review criteria under evaluation. Good. Everything's in place. Now's the best time for scientific research. I don't think I've seen you before. Nevertheless, it seems to be our fate to meet each other like this, especially during the leisure time away from work. You don't look very busy, Chief. That's not true. How busy I am should not be judged by any existing projects, but whether any brainstorming is happening in my head. This is my work. Philosophy. Here. There's a philosopher. Oh god. Found Socrates Jr. Although it may seem pretty leisurely, deep down I do care a lot about the space station's restoration after the Legion invasion. Have you ever noticed how intertwined my eyebrows are right now? That's how much I care about the space station. What do you need, Chief? Majestic Legion, the Chaos and Hetra, the Curio Cabinet. We could never seem to get a break from it all. Time to bid farewell to research and retire to a quiet leisurely life. Chief, what do you need? God, no. No, I know who this reminds me of. It reminds me of bloody Excalibur from Soul Eater. It's not often you get the chance to waste time like this. Enjoy it while you can. If not for all the turmoil going on, I would still be locked up in the cavern doing their so-called research. I already made it this far, and with a full head of hair at that, no need to worry about other people living better than you. The worst that can happen is we can all perish together. Look this way. Even if there's a neutrino burst that heralds the destruction, it's still worth it to see such a beautiful sight. I'm so happy now to be freely able to waste my own life. Just so happy. Right, I'm off then, Chief. Wait a second. You already shared some of my joy. Shouldn't you return the favour? I happen to have a job on my hand, but you can help out with. We in the Department of Implement Arts have received orders to take stock of the various losses of the space station. That includes evaluating areas like the railway platform. All assets damaged by the Legion in the area, whether mobile or immobile, should be photographed and reported to the IPC. My hands are full already, so why don't you lend me one? Don't worry, there'll be something in it for you. Produce the starter guns in the meantime, Chief. Smart map you got there. Just worry about getting those photos. I'll be waiting for you here, humming some tunes. This galaxy is indeed a sight to behold. What a wanker. These researchers are really annoying, is all I'm learning. Yeah. Phone. More achievements. Right, Space Station Supply Zone. Bonk! Go for it, Chief. You can lock on all you want.
Leave the rest to me.
Watch this!
Let's go.
Yeah, this is a problem. March 7th as our ice user doesn't actually do all that much damage. Which is a bit sucky, but... Bada swing!
We're made to be broken!
Stand down.
Easy. I really like the music actually in the combat. Of a robot to turn off. Boop. I am a menace to all mechanical life forms on this space station. Almost missed that. Screen display reads schedule meeting. There are detailed tables below with the corresponding times. All the other meeting rooms are fully booked. This is the only free room. You look for a blank spot and your heart suddenly began to feel itchy. Just look at your time and interface pops up asking you to select participants. You cannot find the exit button. Decide to randomly check a few names from the faculty list, not even caring that they are not from the same department. After all, interdepartmental research is the future of academia. A row of characters pops up on the screen. Booking complete. Oh no. I've just pulled a bunch of random people all together into a meeting. I'm sure that'd be fun for them. That's the kind of gremlin energy I like. What about this way? Loot.
Looks good.
That is a child. The device is automatically locked. To unlock it, please enter a password. Choosing numbers randomly. Wrong password. If you've got your password, please select your current password. Don't attempt to use this device if you don't need access. Let's recover it. My god, we actually managed to verify ourselves. What the fuck? Security question. Please answer the following questions. Who had the biggest influence in your life? Madam Hetcher. Correct, impartial, wise, objective, three-dimensional, and to the point. Jesus Christ, this entire station is filled with simps. Please answer, what is the most outstanding research you have achieved, in space? Wrong, there's no such thing as Type 35 as effect for alpha rays. Please answer honestly. Oh shit. Joining the space station. None so far. Okay, we got that. Just for conscious. Oh god. Please answer the last question. Where is the spare physical security card in this terminal? Peppy's dog tag. God damn it. Peppy has signed a formal employment contract. Wait, Peppy's employed? These questions are dumb. But we managed to get in. And an origami crane near the terminal to solve your lack of credentials. Aha! When there are only 5 minutes left in this world, I only want to choose you. I only want to look into your eyes. Glistening brown-black eyes. How I'd like to shrivel away beneath them. I have to see you go away in desperate farewell. Until I turn into powder and dissipate in the wind. I finally disappear like dust in the wind. As a reader, you care deeply about whether or not this story remains unfinished. Do I? This is evidently not the terminal's password. More cranes. Perhaps it contains the password. Or poetry. God damn it. How many paper cranes are there? Who is trolling me? Is there no more? It appears there's no more. Did I get the password? Did I just done? Ow! Blue. Blue, what's the password? I don't want to have to speak to the chat. There! These nuts. I swear to God, if these nuts is there. Password. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck's sakes. No wonder they got hacked into. The device screen turns black, followed by a familiar startup page. However, your heart holds no joy. Only the endless exhaustion from following complicated procedures. Password entered correctly. Login in progress. Login successful. Congratulations, you have now entered a virtual wasteland, devoid of any documents. That was totally worth our time, wasn't it? Fuck my life. Why do I do these stupid things? Right. Where do we need to go? Where is the quest? Just teleport over there, that'll be easier. Bonk. Got rice? Ooh, let's go. A robot to turn off. To enter the photographic recognition mode, if there are identifiable objects nearby, this button will start to flash. Okay. Pictures, got it. Oh shit, we can save those. I don't want to save those. Choo-choo. The train all good? The train's looking good. Get back to the master control room then. Easy.
It's getting late. Where to now?
There you go. Here's your pictures. Plenty of blank space in this ledger. Let's see what you managed to capture. Strictly speaking, the Express isn't part of the space station, but hey, you're one of the Express folk, right? I'll do you a favour and add its damage to the books. Cheers, lad. More or less, I put in all the ledgers. You can take a look now. What? Stole them all. Dark matches. Silence. Got this sort of stuff. Oh, damage 20%. Should crappy damage Hedge Space Station bears minimum liability. There's the little drone. Damn, that's a lot of money. Holy shit. That's a lot for the train too, considering. You done yet? Don't just nose around. There's only a few lines that concern you, and if there's nothing wrong, I'll take those photos. Something odd. IPC will reimburse us for everything. There's no need to be coy about it with them. Okay, I'll sort out the ledger for submission later. You should get some rest. I didn't notice anything odd about that list. Hey, but we've finally completed Road to Revival at least. Oh god. Buy stuff from him. Let's have a look what he's got for sale. Shadow of Destruction. What is this? Like, currency. I guess I get it for doing stuff at the space station, but I don't know what half this stuff is. Right, we have more assignments. Missions. We have a daily mission we could do. Oh, it's the speaking with the singer again. Rewards for 5,000 credits. No, thank you. Let's do this one. 8 stars. So actually already be here too, which is nice and helpful. This. Memory bubble. Touch the bubble. So extremely close to the bubble, nothing happens. Perhaps you should ask from someone who knows what it is. Nah, we just keep trying to lick the bubble. Do I make it ready? Nah. Maybe sentimental is better. Elegance. Well, I probably shouldn't use idioms in the poem. Do I use dark silk or white gown here? Hurt my brain. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just writing a poem. Can't you see the draft on the desk? Oh, your interruption reminds me. How come Leslie hasn't replied to my letters after all those poems I've sent her? Who's Leslie? Oh, Leslie is a prominent researcher in the Department of Insight. The only scholar who's visited the abundant segmentum in the Amber Era. Sure she has time for you? Of course she does. Ever since Leslie left, we've been communicating on and off through the galaxy airwave repeat. She would never ignore me, even though we are tens of thousands of light years away. This is the only time she hasn't replied to me. I confessed my love for her in my last letter. I usually just talk to her about the types of rock and mud we see in the Department of Galactic Geography. Brat. Show some respect to your own discipline, will you? I don't really understand why Leslie stopped answering me after I confessed. Oh no, boy just got rejected. And he's sending me to be his fucking messenger. Which, we used to chat about a lot of things, from which of the 101 Aeon instruments in the Department of Insight require guns beard too. And about how to use Astro's rods to examine the quality of soil, thus determining the rise and fall of the inhabitants of the planet. Bro, you were very romantic. Ghosting you just might be her way of rejection. Who the hell talks about mud with a girl? Mud? What's wrong with mud? Leslie, it's fun, even when I talk about mud. Besides, during the communication where I confessed my love, you told me about a spectacular starquake. Think about it. A star died. Most people would try to hide, but not my Leslie. Not only did she get first-hand observational data, she even saved a galaxy hitchhiker who almost died. You have no idea how happy she sounded in her reply. Even the airway repeater signal was cheerful. Whenever I receive a reply from her, I can't help but smile on her face. I'd carve it on a rock. For the Legion invasion, I had a bunch of rocks all lined up in a row on my desk. Fortunately, they went missing in the chaos. Bro, did the Legion just start breaking rocks? Detrimental to your research. Anyway, there's no sign that she's going to reject me. If I don't receive her reply within the usual time frame, it means that something must have gone wrong with the Galaxy Airwave Repeater. My investigation found out that a group of Legion monsters occupied the area where the signals are transmitted. Can you help me by finding out what happened? Can you help me find out what happened to the Airwave Repeater? My master wouldn't let me go. Don't help him. All he thinks about is the Airwave Repeater. He hasn't done any proper work for more than 10 days. Shame on you. Ahab, don't listen to my master. If you had the time to listen to him, you should have found the Galaxy Airwave Repeater already. The Airwave Repeater is next to the disposal site. It's a massive warehouse for storing discarded curios. If you can resume our communication, I promise I'll reward you by inviting you to be our best man. But I do not want to be your best man at your wedding. I don't know you, Rocky. Leo, my lay. How did I fall to... Oh... Bye-bye. I might have. Oh, there's so many of these. Pretty cringy. They stink. By my master. He's supposed to be by. I haven't looked. Oh, that's some shit. Take a look when you have time. Give me suggestions. I'm not a poet, chief. I'm gonna go fix that repeater now. If you want someone who can, you know, bat something around the head, I'm your guy. Anything else? Probably not. Alright. Go find this, yeah then. Investigation time. Error. Abnormal route. Detachment protection activated. Detected. Ultra nickel parts missing. I have a memory bubble. And here we go. Alright, we got one of the ultra nickel parts there. Ah, button. Here we go. Oh no, it's these types of bridge. Yeah, that was well programmed, wasn't it? Oh no, poor Mudge.
You can still walk away. Stand down.
She fucking one-shot that dude. I did not expect that. I know they're like the weakest enemy, but still. Okay, now we can actually cross. Why does that button up there exist then? I guess it's a shortcut back. Yep, we've opened it up now. Probably gonna have to loop background, aren't we? Right. These guys are gonna be a little bit more problematic. Luckily, we can use Glacial Cascade at least. Bunnies! I love that she just fires like a small army of pom-poms at the enemy. It's kind of charming, actually.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Alright, the pre-rolls are back on. That's sucky.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah, we got the parts. Now we just switch the terminal. Oh. Oh, I see. Goodies. Oh, this place would be a nightmare to work at. The dusty floor of the room is a quiet corner of the a quiet corner of the disposal site. A card can be seen glinting faintly. This special access card is vaguely distinguishable from the others. The corners are chipped and the ratings are worn out. It's unclear if it works. When the light is at a certain angle, the words 1,000 stars can be vaguely seen printed on the card. Hey, we got another access key. Awesome. Now access more of the space station now. Time to return. And then that should be another good job. Me coming through. Please, take this junk. Airwave is online. Transmitting airwave has not been detected. If needed, please select the historical signal decoding record that you wish to review. I don't need to look at the records. Oh, I gotta investigate it. Oh, shit. Rocky Hedge Space Station. Okay. Destination unknown light years exceeds detectable distance. Astro rocks are so outdated. Alright. Congratulations, Lucifer. Okay. So we got March 40. So let's go with the recent ones. Here we go. Rocky, custody of you. Of course I understand what you mean. As for my answer, record is damaged. End of historical record lookup. Why is the recent damage? Cannot identify. Life form emotional fluctuation detected. Warning, you've entered the full surveillance area of the space station. Please do not conduct any inappropriate behavior towards the repeater. Airwave is offline. Maybe I broke that. Let's go to the monitoring area then and see what to be doing here. Surveillance area you want to review. Not March 7. Dan Hang. They look like they were in a hurry to do something. Get it. Most important thing is to find the surveillance record of the repeater. Trapped at the repulsion bridge. Blurry figure behind it. Looks like Bernard. No. Bernard has been sabotaging this relationship. Audible
It's
gasp.
getting late. Where to now?
Oh, you said you're back at the space station. There's something I can only talk to you about. If it's not too much trouble, could you come over and chat? Neither of these answers are good. No, it's not anything weird. I just need to discuss something with you in person. This is kind of embarrassing to talk about it over messaging. I'll be waiting for you at the usual spot, please. Sorry. Interesting. Most people usually prefer to, animation. Oh, let's go. Prefer to talk over messages because it's easier. Oh, because it's less embarrassing. Alright. Hello, Bernard. Nice to communicate. I don't know what you're talking about. Young people should spend more time studying instead of wandering around. Looks like you fixed the machine. Chief, I got a CCTV picture of you. Thanks to you kids, I'm worried to death. I damaged the record for Rocky's own good. He's forgone his research because of that, Leslie. Not to mention you have no idea what's happening right now. Leslie... No, she's safe and sound. She said yes to Rocky's confession. But they can't be together. I think I'm the only one I am the one being difficult here. You're wrong. Don't get ahead of yourself. Can't be together. They never will be together. You know why? No, you don't. Really understand what Starquake means. With proper protection, a Starquake will not cause any physical damage to humans. However, the gravitational collapse caused by a Starquake will severely change the space-time curvature of the segmentum. For example, the time in Leslie's segmentum was once a straight line like ours. Now, it's been pressed into a huge canyon by gravity. Clearly, the curve is always longer than a straight line. Therefore, the time curve of our segmentum is going to cover several times the length when converted to our timeline. Do you even know what that means? You become a god! It means the velocity of our time is different from hers. Since the starquake, the temporal difference between Leslie's and ours will gradually increase. Also, at the time it takes her to reply to arrive will change from 1 month to a year, and then maybe even 10 years. This isn't just about messaging her, about her message. Everything she does. Until she leaves that abnormal gravity environment, every month she spends in the galaxy will equal a decade for us. Let's say if Rocky, including us, is living at a point called the present, and in comparison, Leslie, she's living in the future. I used to be a young man once. In my opinion, not being able to be with someone you love is even more cruel than being rejected. Yeah, you should tell them, at least, and then what? After knowing the truth, Rocky will wait 10 times longer for a message that should have arrived right away. We'd have to live in the lonely presence and wait for the future containing Leslie to finally come to him. But how much time can he spend waiting? Maybe Leslie will finally return to the space station when he is old and decrepit like me. While the flow of time for her is so slow, maybe at that time, she will still be as young as she is today. When that time comes, how are you going to be together? May transcend space, but time is beyond our reach. You're way too young. You don't understand things that require a lot of waiting and don't usually end up well. Yeah, he won't give up. If kids. At first I thought if I damaged the record, take away the parts and blame everything on the monsters, I could keep Rocky in that hope, but one day the repeater will be repaired. Now, since you've found out the decision, up to you. I have 2 signal logs I copied from the repeater, red and blue. The red log contains Leslie's real reply, including the truth about the starquake. To be honest, I can't even imagine what Rocky would do after finding out the truth, given how impulsive he is. The blue log is forged, in which Leslie refuses Rocky. Think about this as cruel. This way Rocky won't have to wait for her to reply in the future. He can just move on with life. Let's call these the red truth and the blue lie. It's up to you to decide which one you want to give him. Take them and give it some thought. Rocky's made me. Chat, what would you do? What do we give Rocky? Do we give him the lie? And then at least he gives up? Or do we give him the truth that he'll probably never find out about? Like otherwise. I'm leaning towards the lie, honestly. Loads of these bubbles about now. Okay. Advertising bots, no thank you. I have enough of those on Twitch already. Bro, you're back. While you were away, I wrote another poem called Praise Leslie. Did you fix the repeater? I see you're holding decoded backups. Which one is for me? Lie or truth? Lie or truth? Lie or truth? Go with the truth. You seem hesitant. Are you sure the red one's for me? There we go. Okay, I'll read it now. Thank you, bro. I can't believe it. Leslie said yes. For the starquake. I can't get my head around this. So because of the gravitational effect of the starquake, every month she spends in her time will be decades for me. I'm going to be as old as my master when she's back? My interpretation correct? I don't know. Let me take a look. I'm a bit slow. Is that what she means? She's gone to the future and I'm left in the present. That's what's happened. Decades I spend thinking about her will only be a fleeting moment, right? I would have thought that even time can be so unfair. I guess it's unrealistic to hope she will come back. Even if she travels for months and crosses light years, I would have become an old man in my time. Spending my whole life waiting for someone and enduring endless longing and loneliness. Come on, bro. You really think I'm that naive? Of course I'm not going to wait for her. I won't. That was really unexpected. If I can go after her, I'm going to chase after time. Oh dear God. Since her space-time curve has become a canyon, wouldn't it be better for me to travel past this canyon instead of waiting for her to come back? Maybe it would take me 10 years to find her, who has only spent a month. But once I do that, our time will be synchronized. Better than sitting here and doing nothing. Don't you agree? No matter what you think now, I've decided. I should inform my master as soon as possible, pack my things, and set off on my journey to find Leslie. I'm already tired of this place. As a member of the Hetra Department of Galactic Geography, I haven't even seen the real galaxy. Isn't it embarrassing? I'm sure you're just as curious as I am about the scenery in deep space. Floods in deep space, spectacular wonders, enigmatic dangers, and the woman I'm chasing after. When I find Leslie one day, I'll come back and tell you everything I witnessed on my journey. By then, I will invite you to be our best man, don't you forget it. Well, this poem is for you. Goodbye, my friend. Darkness is gathering in the distance, using cruel methods. Sec time, petals inquiring for love are falling. Like the ticking chimes in an infinite time and space, we have no choice but to slide into the shivering calamities of the universe, sliding down a slope into dusk. That, the stars continue their enjoyment, above as their elegant smiles fill the way forward. Well, we just did a bad thing, chat. I should not have told the truth. Dude has gone on some fucking crazy journey. Oopsies. That was a bit of a dung goof. Right, I got more tickets. Let's do a warp. Oh, there we go. On, let's get a Seele. Choo choo! Damn it, no. Falling arrow, hidden shadow, blue sky, meditation, another peeler. We should probably try peeler at this rate. We've drawn peeler like 3 times now. Yeah, what role is she? Peeler. Penalty, isn't that the debuffer? Yeah, it is. Okay. Maybe we're consider try and put her in the team at some point. What other missions do we have? Beings. Let's go speak to Asta. And then we'll carry on with the main quest for a bit. Hey, it's Peppy!
Finally! You're here! This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Arlen's disappeared.
Who the fuck is Arlen? Oh wait, no, he's security boy.
I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls.
Why is this embarrassing to send over a message?
This has never happened. Of course, I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. He usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages.
Oh dear, that's just crazy.
I couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look, at his last work objectives entry, of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange.
Entries for the last week are pretty odd too. Sure is. Yeah, that is true.
Don't worry about those.
Oh?
I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, Brother Arlen is a grown man with his own plans.
You did like lost his arms and
Don't
legs.
listen at all, so I'm asking you for help. I have a secret weapon.
Yeah,
Say
go on.
hello to
Peppy. Yes, Peppy, let's go.
Peppy's my dog. Arlen's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends.
Okay, Peppy, this is all riding on you then.
Peppy knows Arlen's scent. Maybe he can track him down. Peppy can't go alone. What if he gets lost too? And I can't go with him. If people see me, the acting lead researcher, searching for Arlen, wouldn't that make Arlen look incompetent as head of the security department?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Let's go together. Relax. Peppy doesn't bite.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Peppy here. Alright, Peppy. Let's go, boy. You actually get to work with the dog. Let's go. Shame we can't, like, do, like, a pet, like, animated pet him, but technically you can pet him, I suppose.
That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy?
Oh no, Capote, not him.
Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova? Look at all his fans.
Oh, I see what's... yeah.
Behold, the winner of the most awesome researcher contest. Huh, it's better if I don't show my face.
This quest is kind of wild.
I must confess that I too was terrified. Petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart. A light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
I want to bat this guy.
Master Capote thinks about me.
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. Are you okay? You look troubled. That's quite a wrinkled brow. Come.
Seems slimy as
Join
hell.
the others and listen to me recount the tale of the Legion's invasion. I'm sure your memory of the events will dispel your worries.
A long time. Oh, God. Help. Help, get me out of here.
The Antimatter Legion barely missed me, and that's when I saw your faces. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be standing here today.
Long live Master Capote!
Oh? Still troubled?
Oh, fuck's sake.
You must be ill. The Antimatter Legion barely...
I just nodded approval.
I see you no longer look troubled. There is only one word to describe your expression. Enlightenment. Energy that uplifts the soul.
Look, if you're there, can we get that cactus? I'm
Arlen?
gonna shove it up his ass.
Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station.
Why do you sound sus about that?
As to his current location, and... Forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle.
Oh, God.
Huh? Without principle, what
Can't shoot me.
difference would there be between
Please.
a
I
person
beg.
And a mechanical arm.
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's life wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Jesus.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlen recently, and I know where he went.
I am feeling pain.
Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlen's secret.
Yeah,
Seems like you already know what kind of person I am.
Yeah, that should just puff up his
Captain
ego.
Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious and desired an answer, but
God.
answers are not easy to give. Besides,
How long does he
was a
have to
master
dribble on
child
for?
with a heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully, he... no more.
Fucking kill me.
His words match Arlen's work plan records.
Thank God they cutscene that.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it?
Chief, I have a baseball bat on tap. Just tell me.
And you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlen.
Slimy little shit.
I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this.
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process.
Yeah, I have connections.
I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even...
Stop looking down on Master Capote. He's not the kind of person you think he is.
Yes, he is. He is exactly that.
Life Wiki version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious...
Slimy little shit with the fan.
So base. How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend. You've completely strayed from the narrow path.
Right, I'm taking your kneecaps
I'll
now.
give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
Oh dear God. Oh God.
Wow,
I actually want to hit this guy.
wrong. I need to remember what I came here for.
They went
Right, you little weasel.
with you? I'm sure you reflected deeply on your actions. Well, I'll pretend I never heard the things you said. Of course, if you haven't reflected enough, we can always talk more in private. Right now, I need to hurry to a meeting.
Uh-huh.
Can't let him get away like this.
Dare to utter such a threat?
Yeah, I'm gonna threaten the shit.
Here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta. No, if Madam
Right,
Hunter
just
herself
sympathy.
commanded me. Why not threaten to kill me while you're at it? I said it once and I'll say it again.
Master Capote is so courageous.
We said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlen.
Yes,
Oh.
the part about not yielding. It's making me tear up.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Transcript?
Hey, we got all the information we want at least.
Cody.
Yes, thank God for those crazy fans.
Pop up.
I can let that little shit get away now.
This is the one who mentioned the transcript just now.
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
Sure.
You do. You wouldn't have
Yes.
Captain Arlen's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
You must be one of
What?
those super fans that stayed under the radar. We've been careless.
We're on the same side after all. Here, this is our latest welcome bundle for new
I hate this
members
quest
of the
line so
club.
much.
And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
He looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
Okay. Here, Asta. Whatever you're paying me is clearly not enough. Should we cancel problems? Take this. Let me die.
What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial? I heard he's good at rallying people to his cause. Never mind. Let's stay on track and find some clues. looks like a candid shot.
Snapshot, let's go.
Surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Harlan?
Hey, there we go. A new clue.
Professor Capote. This is the evidence.
What about the fan reply?
Handwriting looks familiar. Is it Arlen's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. It does sound like Capote.
Yeah.
Even the space station handbook doesn't get updated this frequently. Is this an audio transcript?
Hey, there we go. We found what we needed. You have to get into... Come on, Captain Allen. You have to get into the... Sorry, Professor. I can't just think of you as an overbearing boss. Listen to the instructions. Let's try again. Alan, come to my office. Time waits for no one, and every minute of my time is precious. Sir, I'm coming right over. Wrong! Big mistake. Captain Allen, you can't just be so submissive. If you were tasked with something beyond your scope of your work, would you just take off immediately like you just did? Okay.
So, trial of the heart means so that's how Arlen sees
Aw, poor Asta. Probably not how it is, but...
I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again.
Come on, dog. Where'd you go, boy? Did we leave you over there? Where's the dog? Ah, we need to get there. Okay. Peppy, lead the way. Oh, Peppy is adorable at least. But Peppy's also leading us to that giant monster. I see how this is going. Boy, what? Hello, trash gang indeed. How's it going? You have just missed the worst person to ever have to listen to in your life. Sit down, Hang.
Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station.
Hey boys, you need a hand? I've got ya. Yo, what are those? Oh, I don't like that. Let's immediately start trying to slow them, man.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
How you doing, boy, anyway? Right. Take one straight out of the picture.
Calm your body and mind.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Revealed in this sanctuary.
It's like we finally got hired after Trailblazers to do more story. Hey, let's go. I'll be doing some of my own main story in a sec, actually. I'm just doing this, like, little side quest with Asta. Like, I got a party side quest thing.
What are you doing here?
Got the lost friend. Also, yeah, drops are on if you've got your account linked. Get free shit here.
Arlan isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
Oh?
I'm only helping Arlan. You're here to look for him, right?
Hey.
I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Brother Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers.
Free shit, let's go. I know, right? Like every 15 minutes you just get free shit for like 2 hours or something.
I bet
Pretty
it's
good.
even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already challenges himself to the limit in that department. He runs 21,300.
What is it with like the people in this spaceship being like such fanatics of different people?
Always so hard on himself. I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall.
So
To
confused.
learn fighting skills from Miss March.
They're not correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her,
Oh,
there's nothing to fear.
that poor boy.
I think Brother Don Hung is pretty smart.
This is still distraught there being no animation for painting there. I know, right?
Arlen only has one
That is so bad that they don't give you an animation for him, yet you can wander around following him on a quest.
And I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all. He gave me a pass for access.
Okay, this
across the
seems pretty
space
simple,
station
though.
while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? It must be from where Brother Arlen smashed
How is there a
it
ceiling
down.
tile in this corridor?
Aside, what kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlen in combat.
This guy's okay.
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station.
Oh, okay.
It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from one's boss. It also contained some information on trials. Firstly,
Oh god, that's Capote's book, isn't it?
one needs to acknowledge the pressure in one's heart, and only then can one face it. Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror. If you want to find out,
Ow, thank you for the sippy boy.
contact March.
Okay, well, at least March will probably pick up the phone.
Job pressure? How to manage your boss?
This could be self-improvement.
I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure.
Not bad for Asta, though.
I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about.
Yeah, I guess we go for the clues.
The photo of Peppy on the pass.
Aw, he's got Peppy.
I got Arlen to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but was that giving him too much extra pressure?
I don't think Peppy's driving him up the wall.
Printed out Peppy's picture as a way of forcing himself to remember his responsibility. Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing
I think
himself.
you're just reading into that one.
It's Arlen's shoe size, all right? And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him. Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles for him.
And again, I think you might be reading into some of that too much. If he was in a fight, yeah, he's gonna leave marks behind. Peppy, not gonna lead the way? Okay, you little shit. We'll go forward without you then. We need to go to the station supply zone. Which route do we have to take? The left route? Okay, we can just teleport straight. At least they give us a nice option to teleport. Peppy, let's go. Go on, boy, lead the way.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. But is he really using scent to track?
Yeah, you gotta question that. What is this dog doing? What has Asta made this dog be able to do? He's got a little. I've just noticed the little jetpack he's got. Hello, March.
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too.
Wow, fuck you, March.
Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you...
Boy, I feel sad after that.
Zoe, your master isn't here. He's
The way she says that in English is great. Yeah. It's fucking brutal. Oh, what a cute doggy. Oh, you're here too. Fuck you.
He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh,
He
did
kind
say
of
that
is, but he's also just a goblin that lives in the archives.
Complete the final trial. If felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me.
Sure they do, March.
We were investigating suspicious crystals together.
Sure they do.
But he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion.
Oh no.
I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing, but when he heard that, he said Mr. Donhung was right. And then he
Oh
just
god.
left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks. Come to think of it, maybe I shouldn't have left
Yeah.
him alone.
You
Take
really
pictures
shouldn't
right
have
after
much.
him.
Why does every, like, problem always somehow end up back to March? She just causes chaos wherever she goes. Oh, no.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlen?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlen is safe.
I would rather trust the research over a March, honestly, on a matter like that. Well, I think we found what's going on.
Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity.
Chief, I have fought about 12 of these.
Corroded.
Like, we literally fight these every time we go into the simulated universe. This ain't new.
Move carefully.
You don't have any elemental weaknesses that we'd like. This is time for the old bada bada swing. The grunts are all gone now. You don't have to worry about them.
You have the worst luck running with me out here. How can we lose?
Let's make it quick.
So, from that comment, I'm guessing you're playing the game in Japanese, right? Boy? How is the voice acting for that? Because I haven't tried it yet. But I nearly switched to the JP voice acting. Because, the Fubuki and the Hacker go at the start, their voices really annoyed me.
Leave the rest to me. I won't go easy.
My turn.
Pretty solid. That's good to hear. I'm probably gonna have to check out some videos of some of their voice acting and JP. I am curious, but I come to like a lot of the voices in the English version. Oh shit, he's in a really bad condition.
You have the worst
Should
luck
get some
running
shields up on him.
right there while I give you a present. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Breathe, bitch. Bonk. We've tried some more gacha draws today, and we just keep getting like the same two characters over and over again. It feels bad, man.
Seems you need to experience. I won't go easy.
I think this should be enough to finish it now.
Rules are made to be broken.
There we go. That's a gacha, yeah. I just keep getting Dunhang and what's her? Seele. It's really frustrating.
My lady? Arlen... Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I got Gigalite to be fair so far though. Yeah, you have you have Seele. What else do you have?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much.
Oh, and the Seele light code. Oh shit.
I just want to say I'm sorry.
I've not paid that much attention to the light cones. I know I've got some decent ones.
You didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. He and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through.
Seele's light cone is batshit insane. What does it do then?
If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
Oh, poor Asta.
My lady.
She's clearly not picking up what's going on.
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is...
She's gonna shoot herself in the foot.
Your trial of the heart.
It's like 16% crit, but then every 10 speed or something you get 100. I get something over 100 you get a stacking buff. Oh shit.
And the evidence is...
I don't remember which one it was. The audio transcript, right?
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked Capote to help you with. Here,
I'm glad I remembered that.
Manager, and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure.
You might be becoming it at this rate.
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things, but they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
Oh, Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence.
No.
We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Dunhung to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with Dunhung, I never realized how much pressure was on your shoulder.
I don't know who I feel worse for right now, Arlen or Asta.
Hold it.
Asta's just not being listened. Arlen's not being listened to at all, and Asta thinks she's fucked up.
Your ID. This isn't just any old station. A photo of
Peppy!
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. Maybe you've actually convinced yourself. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing Holodisc with Peppy.
Man, I keep thinking you're saying Heppy when you say the dog. What, Peppy?
It points
Really?
to one
Oh,
thing.
Peppy's the dog. Oh dear.
To look after Peppy is the greatest source of your stress.
Maybe don't tell Heppy that.
You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your pass. Arlen, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta.
I love how March is just stood here awkwardly staying quiet this entire time.
If you spare any effort,
This feels really out of character for her.
my lady, don't you think that's a long thought to think? Lady Asta, please! I didn't do any of these trials because of you.
Please, Asta, just
I try
listen.
to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job description. I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
Oh, thank God. Wait, why is March being the voice of reason here?
He doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be?
Of all the
He
people.
asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress?
Yo! Wait, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, dude.
Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training.
Peppy may have just sold you out.
Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say?
I hope you have a good day, my dude.
Solving people's problems?
I hope the gacha problem doesn't become too much of an issue today.
Arlen, all I want you to understand is how
You know what? I was literally thinking, when is yours and Hebby's birthday's actually literally last night.
But, my lady, stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
Yeah, that is perfect timing, isn't it?
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but
Much.
I never actually see how you take to the battlefield. When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please, forgive me, Arlen.
Okay, here it comes.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
Yes! It's the fucking stupid robot bitch. I have some of the OP characters who I still want to try building Asta and Sutang at some point. I want to make Asta useful, but I feel like she's just not that useful. The speed up versus the slowdown for her just seems like way less useful. Playing Seele for such well as maybe seen how OP speed controllers and Asta gets fat speed. But she gets a nice speed buff, but to be honest, what slowdown seems to be like way more consequential on the battles. Like the amount of times I've deployed Asta's speed buff and it's just not done anything for me.
Even if I dared to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just too overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of.
Speed up plus CC stuff like March, freeze or wilt slow seal is correct. Yeah, definitely. The damage buff is nice.
Assignments like those.
The problem I find is that like you end up in like only 5 points of resources starting with 3 to start your combos. Like you need as much like energy as possible for it.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into.
Because like Asta's damage buff is based off of hitting multiple enemies and things like that, so you need to be using her AoE. And March's freeze is kind of a bit hit and miss, I find. Chances of, well, there are things that you can do to you know, shuffle that. So saying that, freeze builds are completely broken in the what's it called universe, the simulated universe, from what I've seen.
Yes, there were detailed notes, so I wanted to give.
Can't wait to get more effect chance for March. Yeah, that honestly, effect chance seems to be like a really good thing for March, because if she, so otherwise she's just kind of a bit like her DPS is kind of shit. Like her reaction and her ultimate are really useful, and the shield is really good. But like you can't shield your entire team, so you're at the mercy of RNG a little bit with it. But the reactions are really good, so. I know higher level March gets plus 15% chance in her chases. Oh damn, that's pretty good actually.
I'm sorry, my lady. I didn't want to bother anyone, so I didn't mention.
These two need a hug.
So, you don't feel pressured around me?
I've never felt pressured around you, my lady.
All right.
My lady. Can we get a little fedora for him?
You two should reflect on your actions, right?
You both need to start saying what you're thinking.
What I'm thinking.
Yeah, March, you need to stop saying what you're thinking all the time. Yeah, anyway, Danhang was right.
You keep saying that. What did Don Hung even say?
Thank you for helping Lady Asta.
Poor March. I absolutely adore her, but her relationship with Danhang is absolutely hilarious. I love it so much.
Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Holodisc with Peppy, please.
March's zero brain cells. I know, it is so perfect. Okay, we can now come across him at any point. We got a Peppy. What that means? I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to abandon the trash gang. How could I not? Friend? A friend request. Yeah. How do I read that? Boy? Concern? I'm accepting that. Who is that? Who is Yurikan? How are they at level 60 already? I... Is that heavy? Oh, fuck me. That is... That is not what I was expecting to see on stream. Is there messaging in this game? I can't... Can I not message them? No, I can't. Why is there no messaging system in this game? God damn it. Like, we can chat with the NPCs, but we can't chat with our friends. I see. No, someone's learning fast. I'm just average. Coincidence is a good thing. Confidence is a good thing. It's easy to feel lost when you're barely traveling alone on a journey of growth. Sometimes it's wise to reach out and ask outstanding seniors for advice. I like lighthouses on the night ocean. Very hard to replace. Ah, typo. It's you've been, not your belly. I was so confused with your belly. Hurry up and come back to the express when you can. It's easier face-to-face. Okay. So, Pom Pom wants me back, so maybe I won't carry on the new quest yet. I am just going to go take a real quick piss break and get a new drink. So I'm just going to put some ads on to get the pre-rolls off while I'm gone. Pom Pom is the sweetest little biscuit. I know. I actually adore Pom Pom. I am going to draw him next. Like, now I've done Asta, Pom Pom is next on my list of people to draw. Hopefully I'll do that tonight, if not another day. But yeah, I'm going to take a quick ad break and piss break. I shall see you guys in a couple minutes. Hey, I'm back. Apologies for being gone a bit long. Right. Let's go visit Pom Pom. Go see our little bean. Which is the bit we teleport to? That. Oh, we literally teleport. Right back. This is a verification. To complete certain missions, you can send out invitations to your companion. Yo, sorry, what? No, we are not abducting a child. Game. Should lock my door actually first. There you go, door's locked. Okay, so now apparently we can just invite random strangers back onto the station. Awesome. Bum. What did you call me here for? Pom Pom is so clumsy at messaging people and keeps pressing the wrong thing. Come back regularly and see Pom Pom face to face, Nano. Pom Pom called you back this time for a very simple reason, Nano. Have you been a bit confused or troubled in your journey of growth? A little at some points. Why? That's normal. Pom Pom remembers feeling similarly bewildered back in the day. I'd stay up all night gazing at the stars, exploring. Whoops. How did that sentence go again? Rats. Pom Pom completely blanked out on what's to come after. Anyway, it's great to see your continued growth, Nano. Here's a reward for you. Quick, take it. And about what just happened to Pom Pom, please don't tell anyone. It was just a minor slip up. Aw, Pom Pom is a sweetie. I'm so glad they made like Pom Pom actually like a sweet character and not just annoying. I just got a Downhang dupe instead of March. Oof. Downhang seems to be like one of the most common drops I've noticed. Yeah, we get to claim that. We have all these things now. I don't know what this really does. Can we attach items to characters? I've not seen anything like that. Downhang is cracked. Yeah, he is cracked, but yeah, Seele, from what you've told me, sounds way more cracked, so... Collects a Genshin artifact. I don't know what artifacts were in Genshin either, to be fair. Is it just resources for upgrading things? Wait, when did I... Oh, I must have done a second set of drawers with these. After 300 draws, you could get a guaranteed character. Oh my god. That's kind of insane. That'd be a long time then. Equipment with set bonuses. Okay. I assume there's some way to equip that. Oh yeah, so yeah, I also have Natasha. She's kind of cute. A bear. Serval. I adore Serval. I need to do more main quests. That would probably match up, yeah. Speaking of which, time for the main quest. Because I've done all my side stuff now. Several JP voice actors got you acting up. Ooh, such as... Speaking of Seele.
Hey, you came. That was fast. Didn't I tell you?
I don't know, I don't think you told me anything, lady.
The underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines. The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks.
Okay, so what's the trouble?
It's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking...
okay, yeah.
And that's not the worst.
That checks out.
Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't...
Why would you, like, of all the places to go and hide and live in it, it's like a mine is not like the one you would want to live in.
To the overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up.
Alright, let's go.
As for you, the chief will decide your fate when we see him.
Bruh, she's about to start a massacre.
I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the underworld.
You're about to come face to face with reality.
I could have had Bronya show up there. I do not like Bronya. Not one bit.
Huh? Isn't that the doctor lady?
Hey, it's her again.
Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
Hey, Seele and Sampo's guests.
Oh no, not Sampo. Fuck, I forgot about Sampo.
I haven't seen Oleg.
Slimy little shit he is.
Miners and their family members. They want an explanation from the instigators.
And Natasha's Ian is actually solid. Yeah, actually, most of the Ian voice acting is relatively solid. Like, I had criticisms for a lot of the early characters, but
Angry miners might try to take revenge. I heard that many were injured in the clashes, so I hurried over here to see if I could help.
How could this situation here become such a mess?
I heard that First Mining Team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
that's gonna be causing trouble then.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Well, they weren't in a hurry to make it known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out.
Yeah, that's a pretty valid concern, actually.
Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw.
Oh dear.
As it happens, that's exactly the law we have down here. But the vagrants have their own custom. See it, share it.
So we initiate bonk protocols.
Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
I guess so.
Because they need a favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, it wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
Thank you much. That sounds like a fair trade-off.
Of course it is. Nobody gives without expecting something in return.
I believe we're dealing with kind-hearted people here, Seele. As you've all seen, the situation down here is
At least Natasha's coming in as the wingman.
If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
Natasha's just like a more tactful March 7th in that sense. Provides the mirror bonus. Hey, there we go. Oh, we got the funny hat. Tears of the Wild Wheat. That's kind of a... I actually like that as a set name. Magic Purity, which increases defense. Who do we want to have the defense? Honestly... Probably, for now, probably, March. She seems to get hit a lot, and has a pretty low HP pool. Yeah, even better, yeah, it increases the max damage that a shield can take. Strict Fresh Family. Found some strange items. Relics. 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 These are relics. Thank you. Thanks, group chat. What's a relic? A construct made from a data stream. Many believe they're linked to Celeron's fragmented phenomenon. What we refer to as relics are objects created by the fragmentum, whose data is saved and then reconstructed. Thanks. So what's a relic? Oh well. He gave a good answer. You could consult Hetra. She's an expert in relic research. You know what? I'm better off not knowing what a relic is. My March Shield is basically another health bar. Holy shit. That's a big ass shield.
Don't come any closer.
We can help.
Stay where you are.
Oh, you're the Vegas.
Why are you hiding in there? Don't you know what happened in the mine?
Well, what's that got to do with us? Do you think we're the same as those thugs?
Is
Yes.
someone with you injured? We have a doctor. She can care for your wounded.
Yeah, right. And you can guarantee that no one there with you is out for blood. I don't believe it. Stay where you are.
These guys.
How do we get in? Ah. The very easy route above. I'm just blind.
Vein, the one they discovered.
That person up ahead.
Just.
Is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. He might need help.
He's probably taking a big sleep march. I really want March E6 to turns into a fucking heal effect. Wait, really? I've not really looked into what the characters are doing in terms of like their skills late game yet. I tend to just go with rule of cool when I play these types of games. Have you, out of curiosity play, have you seen about the leaks of all the new characters that are like apparently confirmed for the game?
Have you got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Yeah, it came up on my Twitter feed last night. It looks like they already have a load of characters ready. Just no mummy eventually. What does that mean? I know this game is related to Honkai. Like well, looking at Seele online, I found out there was a Honkai character also called Seele, and their designs are near identical.
You don't know these guys. No moral compass. They'd rob you blind in a flash. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen under their control completely.
Okay.
Speaking of which, where is Wildfire? Did they head further in? Is there
Oh, Kafka. I'm not a fan of Kafka, to be honest. Wait, isn't Kafka already a playable character?
Seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead.
I swear. Oh no, that's from the closed beta footage I saw. Ignore me. Yeah. Weird that Kafka's not in launch, actually.
Thank you for getting me on my feet.
I actually hate Kafka's English voice acting.
I don't have time for...
Like I nearly switched to JP because of that.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Seele, thank goodness. I'm fine. Just a couple of sprains.
Yeah, that's how it's said, isn't it? Yeah, shit.
You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots.
Apo JP is amazing. His English voice actor is pretty good too. I need to hear his. I need to hear that slimy JP voice acting clearly.
Oh, don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been seized by a band of robots.
Robots?
Neither the mining team nor the vagrants can get anywhere near.
That sounds like Antimatter Legion to me. Oh no, it's quite literal robots.
Does anyone
Thanks,
know where
March.
robots come from?
At first, we
literally fought one of these in the in Fight Club.
But then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection.
Why do I have a feeling this is something to do with Sampo?
There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
Then there's only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Okay, never mind. I just assumed Sampo was fucking with things.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots. What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make it back to safety?
It's a cheer 2-foot walk.
Seele and the rest of you, be careful.
Okay, it's time to break some bolts.
Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing.
Is elevator broken? Why isn't it?
Dense vagrant. Poor boy. I kind of like that they turned shovels into like halberds. That's cool improvisation. Wait, was that Gaunt? Like from Trash Taste? And is that baby Joey?
You idiots.
Yeah, that is Gaunt. Holy shit.
Look, I saw with my own eyes. They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity. Oh, good idea.
She is those two. Holy shit. I knew they were in this game as voice actors, but...
The miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson.
Oh, these poor boys are about to get their heads caved in. Oh, this is a rare chance where our boy Dan Hang isn't actually all that useful. Ooh, this music's funky though.
I could fight.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you.
Shut up, boys.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
This is our chance.
Clemency?
Stand down.
I love his staff so much. That's a really cool staff.
Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! What the heck? Beep, beep, beep! Searching for potential user.
Oh no.
Beep, beep! Voice print detected. Looking up corresponding identity information. Oh my, it's an alien! It talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity, left behind by some past interstellar...
That looks like a whoopsie-daisy that happened.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity.
We had to find the sassy robot, didn't we?
Whatever. So you aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great! Beep, beep, beep! Self-introduction. I am Richard, the home use object finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model. Annual deluxe package. Nickname? Findy.
I hate it already. Thanks, game.
Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products? Beep, beep.
You should probably know that.
Brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days.
That is a really long and specific warranty, actually.
Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct...
Can we just throw this thing off a cliff?
What? This fella's already broken. What should we do? Take it with us? You need to log out once in a while.
Fuck you much, so.
Let's take it with us. It doesn't take up much room. And if it really is broken, there are trash cans everywhere.
Oh, at least you're speaking substance.
Not a trash can! Yes! When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy!
Boy, why do these things get worse? Every time I think something nice is happening, the trash can MC's neurons activated. True. Excuse me, sir. Just gonna start like taking names. Oh, taking heads. Wait, they're fighting with the. I thought even the vagrants were fighting the robots. Ooh, new drop for me. Thank you. Okay.
I won't lose you.
I told ya I could fight. Watch this!
This is our chance.
Bada swing! Go on, Mr. Robot. Okay, that's actually quite a bit of damage for that little thing.
I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Oh shit, I should have targeted him. I should have paid attention to the Tiger Order. Okay. That could have been way worse.
You have the worst.
very lucky that they chose to heal after getting a damage boost. Aha!
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Our boy, like a well and done hanger, going to be eating good this fight.
I won't go easy. You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before.
Speaking of which, bye-bye. Here's a black hole.
There is no other choice.
I love how insane of a power that is to just, like, casually pull out. It's just, oh, you thought you were just fighting normal people? Here, black hole.
I have no interest in stoking the times now.
Leave the rest. Stand down.
Wilt is kind of just terrifying.
Hey, what's that commotion? It sounds like there's a big argument happening. Let's get closer and take a look.
Yeah, big fight.
I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
You're gonna get your head caved in, lady. Not careful.
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
They literally can.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. You don't even try hiding it.
Why does her voice actor sound like Asta? Not Asta, Asta's boyfriend, whatever his name's called. The security boy.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. Now...
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Sorry, what?
Easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire
I did say.
Dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
Yo, Chief. You might have miscalculated.
Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels.
Stella's about to rip you a new one. I'm getting in first before she absolutely massacres them.
I'm going with you.
I'm going too. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
That is unexpected.
Aha! Clemency, and who do we have here? Do you know whose territory this is?
Shut it. Isn't your territory. I'm gonna hurt. I'll take you all in one go.
Let's freeze some bitches.
Check out this awesome move.
Anyone else freeze? Oh, shit. So that hits by all of them. Should have tagged that in quicker. That was a whoopsie.
Oh, Seele, thank goodness you came. We were near.
It's the kid again.
Nothing but a few knuckleheads. I'm just glad.
Took's friend.
Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots. The boss. He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the underworld.
Okay, so he's a massive opportunist.
Be a guardian of humanity, while the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the Furnace Core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close. Nobody knows why.
That's really problematic for a mining town.
He usually doesn't leave the Furnace Core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the underworld.
Which is exactly what has happened, to be fair.
Guardian of humanity? That can command robots? I've never heard of anything like.
Looks like your mighty architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time!
We haven't found Wi-Fi yet. We need to get going.
It's only a bunch of scrap metal. What are we afraid of?
Oh, is Seele starting to appreciate our strength?
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were as impressive as you on the battlefield, we wouldn't be so hard-pressed by Svarog. Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the...
That's a pretty good couple.
Sure thing, but be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead.
Don't worry, we can beat those tin cans down. That gives us XP. Okay, this one is just XP and money. Not what we really have. Great elements for doing it. Bless me. I'll probably do more farming of that sort off screen. There.
Is this the right way? It looks like there's a roadblock up ahead.
Yep, it is blocked, which means it's probably the right way.
Blocked by the mine cart. What do we do? Can we blow it up?
Literally, those boxes there. Those boxes there.
Easy. It belongs to the mining team. We can't just destroy it. We should try and fix it.
Easy.
Right, we can literally go around.
Do you know how?
Yeah, of course. Every underworlder worth their salt knows how to fix a minecart. Let me... Even the pin connecting the body to the chassis is broken. Not to mention the rear wheel set bearing.
I was pretty expecting you had to just blunder that, to be honest.
We need to find spare parts we can use nearby. We're wasting time.
Beep, beep, beep. Friends.
No.
Findy can help.
No, 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 no. Anything but Findy.
Little fella, isn't your module thingy broken? Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is indeed broken. However, manual input for search is still operable. Come on, input the name of the object you were looking for. Findy can help. Oh, well, aren't you confident? Let me give it a try then.
Boy, can you shoot me?
Where's the input minecart pin? Minecart wheel set? Can beep, beep, beep. Request is being...
I hate this robot so much.
Beep, beep. Match successful.
No, boy, don't just eat popcorn.
Item, minecart pin. Beep, beep, beep. Item found. Please commence search according to the Home Use Object Finder Safety Manual.
Beep, 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 no. No, beep, beep, beep. And it's finding, you can find treasure by following the directions indicated by mining. It won't find things that are too far away. Red light indicates long range, green indicates close distance. Using the intersection points where multiple guiding light beams meet, you can deduce the target's location.
Beep, beep, beep. Finding will create a calendar reminder for when you want to visit an Interastral Peace Appliances store.
Somewhere close from... Yeah.
As stated in the terms of service, my search result accuracy and reliability are not guaranteed. For more information, please call in beep, beep, beep. Based on your search history, I recommend the humanoid tactical microwave. Press skip to cancel personalized ads. Beep, 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 beep. Potential target object detected. The current
There we go.
Let me see.
That was really weird.
Yeah, we can make do with this part.
Beep, beep, beep. How convenient. So, next time Don Hum gets lost, we can just...
I don't think he gets lost much.
Right? Beep, beep, beep. Biological life form search is currently not supported. If you have any questions, please call Interastral Peace Appliances.
Well, it was a good idea. Let's...
Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Item found.
Hey. Alright. Alright, let's just dump one here.
Beep, beep, beep. As stated, beep, beep, beep. Potential target object detected.
Easy.
That's every. You were a big help. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, fuck off into sleep mode.
Huh? Without.
Well, not that long, but
Are you gonna do it yourself?
Yeah, we get.
didn't I? You've got to be self-reliant down here. Watch, you might learn something.
I like how we didn't set this aside for later. We could have prepared this at any point.
All right, mission accomplished.
Quick work. You know, I didn't think you guys had worked a day in your lives, but you know how to get your hands dirty.
The cart is about to depart.
Right, there we go.
The robots will have seized the road ahead.
Whoa! Stop! Stop! There's a big evil hunk of metal right there.
I think it looks pretty metal, actually.
It's one of Svarog's lapdogs, all right. Don't be afraid. I've dealt with those robots before. Let's go.
Look, it's something that's really weird to me. Chainsaws are now ruined for me. Because I found out a while ago what their intended use was, and it's kind of, when you find out what their intended use is, they kind of get ruined for you.
Leave the rest to me. Calm your body.
Fuck them up.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter.
It's time for some black hole time too.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Holy crap.
This is our chance.
Let's follow that up with his attack from the third dream. Get rid of that little shit now. Yeah, the fact that chainsaws were originally designed for childbirth is just fucking wild.
I won't go easy.
What's this?
Batter up.
He does not do as much damage as I thought. Does apply a lot of bleed, and I'm not a fan of that.
I have the times now.
You can still walk away. Calm your body and mind.
My turn.
Let's get some shields out.
Right there while I give you a present.
What about this?
Big bonk incoming.
Rules are made to be broken.
I want to find out if we can mod this game at some point so that we can just replace that bat sound with just the bonk sound effect.
Clemency, never.
There we go.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Probably should have used one of those effects before I did that. That's a whoopsie on my part, but... Go up. Healing, more items to steal. And a chest. Let's go. That. That more stuff to complete this set. Shooting meteors. Oh shit, we just have a... Ooh. Let's break. Alright, let's equip the wild weight here. Let's go to... What was the effect of breaking meters, right? Wait. I'm gonna put that on, well, actually. That seems really useful for him. And then go to down hanger. Let's just give him spare cowboy hat, spare cowboy boots, because increasing our speed with the hat, HP, attack, yeah, just more damage on our single target damage dealer is pretty good. You get speed with it eventually, so. think it was a good choice to increase to have weakness break on well, and especially under the current area. Holy shit!
You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this.
I should have saved one for the shielding, but that's my bad.
Step aside. I have a target now.
Oh shit, they got shields.
Calm your body and mind.
That's a pain.
This is our chance.
The truth of life and death. Reveal this sanctuary.
And that should clean this up.
Vision.
Beautiful.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Seeing it up close, his veins.
Bonk. Alright, more shit cans.
Seems you need to experience. I won't go easy.
This is our chance.
I told ya I could fight.
No, I'm not even gonna risk it. Let's just go big bada bada.
Are made to be broken.
There is no point in taking the extra damage. This way first, though.
His veins even more spectacular.
I doubt the underground will ever see it fully excavated.
Alright. That is insane, though. That is huge. How did you just not notice that for a long time?
So this is what everyone is fighting over.
Who are you?
Mr. Sparrow, it's such a massive vein. I've never seen so much geomarrow before.
Why have you not got shoes on, child?
Calculating. Based on the average rate of
Wait, he's a robot?
is enough to supply Belobog with 231 days of energy, with a margin of error of 7 days.
Ah, yeah, it's dog shit.
That your reason for summoning me is not the boring question. State your true intention, Clara.
Right. I wanted Mr. Svarg to see that many miners and vagrants have gotten hurt because of the vein. Can you help them?
I have already prevented the dispute and taken temporary control of the excavation zone.
Have not prevented the dispute at all.
In the event of no further variables, there will be no large-scale armed conflict within the next 30 days.
I know why you did it, Mr. Svarog. It's just...
I don't know if I like his voice or not.
Enough. The mining team and Wildfire. They don't understand your actions. If only we could do more for them.
I'm so confused.
Of the underworld, the trust of the minority sample is redundant to my calculations. Human behavior will always deviate from rational calculation, Clara. As evidenced by their presence here.
Time to bonk a robot.
Svarog! We haven't settled our final score.
Seele, subordinate to Wildfire. Your resistance is futile. The result of my calculation is unequivocal. Remaining in the underworld is the optimal strategy for survival.
It's not like we have a choice here.
This again. Calculation results, survival strategies. I haven't got time for your thesis. Withdraw your forces, or I'll lose my temper.
Observe, Clara. Even under abject conditions, humans are unable to avoid division and conflict.
Bro, you are kind of contributing to this.
Human failure to accept the calculation result is a significant threat to the survival strategy of the underworld. Calculation complete. Result unequivocal. Armed suppression of Wildfire and their allies.
I am going to take your mechanical kneecaps, sir. I think you're misreading that, March.
Clara, external variables have triggered a calculation reset. The furnace core hub requires protection.
Please, Mills, don't hit them too hard.
Our thing's called
I
Mills.
was getting bored of those minions. Time for a real fight. Come at me!
Let's go, Chief. You're a big boy, aren't you? Oh, and you can call down your fist friends. I see.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the
Slow these fuckers down as fast as possible.
Survive or
This is worrying because we've only got. It's only March who has any kind of like advantage against these guys.
My turn.
And March isn't exactly a good damage dealer.
The truth of life.
Right, we're just gonna have to pile everything on at all top points.
Is but a vision.
At least that does good damage.
I won't go easy. Let's make it quick.
You have the worst luck running into with me out here. How
Let's shield March. She is our going to be our breaker. Oh, okay. Most of the team has been taunted. I didn't know that was a mechanic in this game. That's fine.
My turn.
Oh shit!
Try that again.
That was a lot of damage.
Rules are made to be broken. Step aside. I have no interest.
Yeah, they say hang March so she can just counter that.
You can't run.
Oh no, robots. God, why do those...
You know nothing of the weight behind.
Alright, we're just gonna push them further and further down the scale.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Okay, good. That broke him, actually. Pile it on, pile it on, pile it on.
Luck running into what's this? Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Or rest for the goddamn wicked. Hey, there we go.
Not bad. How many of these big guys is Svarog hiding?
A lot, which is why Wildfire has never been able to take him down. Svarog's forces are too strong. We don't have enough firepower.
What about the girl in red? You want to explain?
Clara? Don't worry about her. That girl is best pals with Svarog. She's always following behind him. He wouldn't harm her. I guess I'm just used to seeing them together now, even if I don't understand it. Let's look for the chief.
No need to look far.
Yo, you could have helped.
Seele. We were attacked on both sides by robots. Who knows where they came from?
This model is reused so much.
Chief, is everyone okay? Is anyone...
We're fine. We're used to it at this point. We sent those pesky robots and ragtag.
Got a cool metal arm.
The mine
I love how they don't even animate him speaking though.
And who are your friends here?
Ah, them. They're outsiders that Sample brought down from who knows where. They need a favor from Wildfire, so I brought them with me. It'll be faster if they explain.
It's been a while since I heard that anyone was pleased to meet anyone. I won't forget you in a hurry. Wildfire welcomes you. So, you went to all this trouble to find Wildfire. What help is it you need?
Okay. Well, at least let's skip some time on that and see if we get some effort.
I didn't know you'd put on a show for the overworld, too. Impressive.
Well, this is new. Wildfire can barely take care of the underworld. And now outsiders are looking for assistance from us. This Stellaron you speak of. I've never heard of it. But if it's a secret that even we locals don't know about, then one name does come to mind.
Sampo, isn't it?
Really? Sampo? You might as well try the Supreme Guardian.
The current Supreme Guardian is a liar who uses sweet words to deceive the underworld. She's never cared about
Oh, you just said called that out in front of her daughter.
Right there. I won't allow you to insult the Madam Guardian.
Miss Overworld, my words may be painful to you, but every one of them is true. Go out into the towns and hear for yourself. See how the people here suffer. I haven't gotten close to voicing the extent of the underworld's grievances, young lady. But I will respect your request. I will leave it at that for now. Let's get back to the main topic. The name that came to my mind.
No! Bro.
Huh? Isn't Svarog Wildfire's sworn enemy?
Why would a mere robot in the underworld have knowledge of important secrets?
He's a little bit more than a mere robot.
Not how I see it. The young master here is closer. Svarog is a cold and unfeeling machine. He recognizes only the dead reasoning of his calculations. Svarog is not against Wildfire. Or perhaps I should say, Wildfire isn't even of concern to him. That ancient robot witnessed the war. If you're looking to pick up a thread, he may well be your best source.
That massive vein that they didn't think they'd ever excavate, actually, that was a very small amount of time that was going to power this place.
Yeah, I remember hearing this world was invaded by the Legion hundreds of years ago.
Robots don't forget. If Svarog hasn't heard
Is he purely a robot?
then I'm afraid perhaps no one has.
In which case, we need to think of a way to convince Svarog to communicate with us.
Or get him to hand over his memory bank. We could go through it ourselves.
What should we do?
We've tried repeatedly to negotiate with Svarog, but he rejects every effort. He believes that Wildfire is a threat. Still, if it were you guys...
We have a separate chance if we're...
it's difficult to say.
A little better chance if we're not part of Wildfire, at least, I guess.
We have time. Let's get into the details tomorrow. It's late, and you must have been through a lot. Go back to the town and rest. I'll make arrangements.
Again? I'm starting to get nervous of arranged rest on this planet.
I don't blame her.
Silvermane girl here. Do you have time? I'd like to talk with you in private.
Okay. Got any record? Ooh, how difficult is that robot?
Keep at it. Keep at it.
That's basically full health.
Keep at it.
What?
We need a
Level 24. Let's give it a go.
Stay.
Move carefully. The truth of life and death, revealed in an...
Now let's do as much damage as we can right off the bat to their grunts. Nasty, but not the worst. And I've had a lock on. Okay, so we know who we can shield now. Shield, should I say.
Calm your body and mind.
You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right
Here we
there
go.
while I give you a present.
Shields up. This is going to be a rough turn.
You can't run.
Shit, they're even burying their own people. That's not good. Still, at least I had to deal with that.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Man, Locker kind of helped us out a fair bit there. Shit, the bed. That's a lot of damage. This one's looking doable at the moment, though. Another grunt down.
Let's make it quick.
My turn. With me
Need to put more shields on our main character. That's a lot of bleed damage he'll take otherwise. That's just the big guy.
You can't run.
There's one reactive down. She's got one more. Okay. That's good. He's targeting the same guy over and over. That makes my life so much easier.
Calm your body and mind. You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars.
It's time for the star bonk.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's go.
Bonk.
Gotta try hard sometimes.
Oh, and he's frozen too now. Let's go. We couldn't have asked for a better combo.
It's too late to repent.
The other's slowing him. Let's go.
I won't go easy.
Yeah, we're just applying slow after slow after slow.
You have the worst luck running into Steve right
Right, let's refresh that shield.
The truth of life and death. But this sanctuary is but a vision.
Come here, robot. Alright, we got him to like under half health now.
Try that again. My turn. With me out here, help.
Let's re-shield him because all that bleed damage yet again. 6 stacks of bleed is insane.
Are made to be broken.
Bonk. 7 stacks of bleed.
You can't run.
Holy crap. Oh shit, they've changed target. That's not good.
The time is now.
Calm your body and mind.
Batter up.
Still, it looks like that's the last 10 of bleed, so
Stay right there while I give you a present.
let's keep him shielded now. It's so much easier when you can like manage like where those attacks are going.
Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Should be able to break him very soon. Maybe finish him off all in one.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Leave the rest.
We go.
I won't go easy.
Ooh, we are so close. Bada.
You have the worst luck running. Watch this.
Okay, it's up to Dan Hang. Let's go. Wind Boy saves the day. Another set of achievements. I'm surprised we were, we were able to punch up with that one quite easy. I guess we explore this area a bit. Why not? We're already here, so...
You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed.
Imagine being those poor guys. You just sat there chilling out, and then all of a sudden, you get peppered with ice arrows, and then a black hole opens up underneath you.
Calm your body and mind.
Be having the worst day of your life.
Stand down.
Beautiful. Oh shit! They had a connected group, didn't they?
Never heard of it. The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
You can still walk away. I won't go.
Let's go. Bouncy bounce.
This is our chance.
Big bonk incoming.
Rules are made to be broken. You've outstayed your welcome.
Oh, that's 2 down. Yeah, 3. Shovel.
Step aside. The time is now.
I'm glad I was right with those being shovels.
Let's go.
You have the worst luck, Watch this!
It's too late.
You're annoying!
You're annoying.
Stand down.
Bonk.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Alright, let's go here, back up. Pressing all the wrong buttons. That menu doesn't update properly, I've noticed. Like, it doesn't, like, it sometimes shows your guys still injured in that menu.
You know nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Well, just seems so infinitely useful in this. Like, his attacks are really good too.
Calm your body and mind.
Let's make it quick.
Clemency.
Oh, that sucked, but he's he goes down now.
You couldn't have done it without me.
It's supposed to be like a oh, it's the elevator.
Stay.
This will strengthen our position.
Okay, I guess this is supposed to be the challenge fight.
Step aside. I have no interest in still. The time is now.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out.
Bring the pain. Let's go. Shit, we've broken so many of them.
I won't go easy.
This is our chance.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
There's so much damage, I love it. And everyone's frozen, even better. Damn. Sick as a beating.
Calm your body and mind.
Let's make it quick.
What about this?
Let's get one more big bonk in and we can get rid of some of that damage at least.
Be broken.
Oh, you got Chi.
Stand down.
My turn. Watch this.
Thank God that was enough to break him. Oh, beat him on its own.
Nothing of the weight behind. Witness the stars shatter before you. Survive or
These guys are weirdly resistant to a lot of like normal stuff.
It's too late to repent.
you can still walk away. I won't go easy on you.
See, I think it's just better to put out as much damage as possible at this point.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision.
Bye bye, Brobot. Oh shit, that survived. That's one down. Makes another. I think we might have just been able to blitz them before they even had a chance to move by just chaining slows.
Gotta try hard sometimes.
Can we freeze this guy before he starts? Or even kill him? Yep, we froze him. Poor boy. Didn't even get an action.
Clemency, never.
That poor second wave got absolutely massacred.
Worth our while.
Jesus. Alright, where are we going? Stuff I don't really... Oh, treasure. There's more treasure than that we could look for down here, but for now, let's carry on.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
Oh, you must be Oleg's guests. Welcome to
Hello.
Florida Grand Hotel.
Hey, that's not very polite.
It's fine. You aren't the first guest to have that reaction. A few hundred years ago, one ancestor of the Goethe family was ambitious and sought to build something big from nothing. Eventually, he actually did it.
Hey, this guy.
Have you seen that stylish Goethe Hotel? Strictly speaking, it's a branch of this Grand Hotel.
Oh shit, really?
People with big dreams have...
Oleg wants me to take good care of y'all. Here's the key. You'll be staying in our most spacious guest room.
Let's go.
What do you think? Should we go ahead and call it a day? Or walk around a bit more first?
We are going to sleep.
Time to rest again. I hope there aren't any...
Yeah, hopefully we won't. This time they're trying not to murder us, I hope.
He seems sincere. What do you guys think?
I actually trust Oleg. He doesn't seem suspicious.
Don't you have something cool to say? Like, appearances can be deceiving?
Try to disagree. But if you ask for my opinion, it's better to be safe than sorry.
True.
Fine. We'll keep our guards up. Our last hotel experience was eventful, to say the least.
One of us should keep watch tonight.
That sounds like you just volunteered.
Keep watch? Are we space cowboys now? I guess this is the cosmic Wild West. Anyone else sleepy?
Yeah, how about you say that's a good example, Dan, huh?
Sure. I don't have much need for sleep.
I'll keep watch.
Yeah, but I don't trust you.
Branya, did you finish talking to Oleg? Hope he didn't make things difficult for you.
Not really. Though it wasn't the friendliest conversation. We didn't see eye to eye on everything. I've come to
Go
know
figure.
a great deal in a short time. Doubt I'll be able to fall asleep tonight.
I doubt I'll be able to sleep either. Not that I don't trust you. It's just, you're a Silvermane Guard officer in the underground. There might be people looking to harm you.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who might want to cave ahead him with a shovel.
The Silvermane guards have a lot to make amends for down here. If someone had made a stand in the outset and explained the consequences to Madame Cocolia, forget it. Meaningless to talk about it.
Interesting.
You don't need to worry about me. Oleg guaranteed that I wouldn't be harmed.
He seemed like a man of his word. Go and rest.
Sleepy time it is. I'm happy to go to bed with any of those three doing the guarding. But still, investigation. Paper pens, a lot of black ink laid out on a plain wooden table. Leaning down slightly, trying to make out the messy handwriting on the paper. Technology in the underworld might be outdated, but printing is a technique prevalent as ever. Perhaps the establishment opted to handwrite its notes to give customers a valued. But this kind of thought only manages to make reading more difficult. You scan over the plate, but pointless words, your eyes start to hurt. Finally, you find the most important part at the bottom of the page. Gertie, the owner, warmly invites you to rate our services. Grading session, your favourite. You vaguely remember having this experience before, sitting in the backseat of a hover taxi, flying from one place in a city to another. The pilot of the hover taxi doesn't chat with you for the whole ride, not offering even the most cursory of greetings. But as you open the door to climb out, he suddenly says, "Please give me a 5-star review." No, you won't. You're the embodiment of impartiality. We'd never take pity on a test with a score of 49 and change it to a 50 for a pass. You strongly believe that good reviews are earned and not handed out. What is happening? You look around this cheap room, you hear the walls wailing and see the cupboards trembling. Now you're the most impartial critic of the whole of the galaxy. Good guess. Please rate how comfortable the bed is in your hotel. Oh, that looks pretty comfy, actually. You had to choose between this bed and the small beds in the express passenger car, you wouldn't hesitate for a second. Yeah, that seems pretty neutral. But yeah. I actually really like the view. I like all the glowing stuff and that. As a well-known connoisseur of retro architecture, you find the Boulder Town Street view to be very appealing. What is this weird characterization of you in this game? Coming out with the original content is always a headache. But to make a multiple choice question. Still gotta write anything. Possible, please leave your name so we can notify you when you have discounts. Discounts, what a beautiful word. Let's write our Steam name here. There we go, we're done. Flip the feedback card that you've completed and discover the fixed stack of identical cards. You have several options. Yep. I am done. Well, that was a series of events. Bet it is.
I lost her.
Ooh.
My wish. Your so-called plan. What is the point of it all? Silence!
Achilles having trouble.
My daughter. My only... You soulless thing. How could you begin to fathom?
This is why you don't listen to the mysterious talking voices.
A new world.
Oh dear. That's actually really ominous.
That voice again. Such a strange dream.
Okay. That was low-key terrifying. We should have one of our assignments complete at least. Awesome. What is this new stuff? Winter Soldier. Let's send out a assignment. Boom, there we go. Friends. What? Have another friend request. Kaiser, welcome to the team. Slowly we fill out the friends list. Claim the free shit. I have like a million notifs right now. Twitch drops. Thank you for the jade. Don't care about the tutorial. That's just for the oh yes, should have gone. Right. The battle pass. Battle pass is okay, I guess. Surprised they didn't do anything like skins or anything for the characters in these games. Maybe that'll be a later on thing though. Who knows? I don't know if they did anything like that in like Genshin and that actually now I think about it, so I'll worry about that later. This Trailblazer profile. Oh shit! You get stuff for your characters doing support work. Nice.
Who goes there? Show yourself.
Chief, it's just me.
Oh, it's you. Don't sneak up behind me next time. Lucky for you, I wasn't armed.
Well, what were you gonna do then?
No sleep for you either, huh?
Were you just gonna nag their ear off?
I understand. The more
Lots of nightmares, that's never good.
The more your fears become dreamscapes. Actually, seeing as there's no one around, can I ask you some things?
Sure, Psycho.
You speak of. If you were to find it, how sure are you that you can stop the eternal freeze?
100%. I believe in the information my team's actually,
More worried. This isn't like helping a child make a snowball. You know,
my allies' description of it all.
to believe you. Some of the words you use are too alien for those that have lived their entire life in Belobog. As far as I was concerned, Madame Cocolia's order to arrest you sounded reasonable. But why didn't she issue it straight away? She must have realized something about you. Something I haven't yet been able to perceive for myself. It bothers me. What must have transpired to cause her such a drastic change?
Quite simple. She's being manipulated.
Orders are orders. It's not for soldiers to question their superiors.
That is incorrect.
I don't need you to remind me. And I didn't have every confidence that I was doing the right thing. But
Like, soldiers can refuse like illegal orders and shit like that. Like, you can question that shit.
in the past, overworld soldiers on the front line would lose their lives in droves. And yet, the Fragmentum's advance would remain unaffected. Nevertheless, that was her reason for deploying all the Silvermane guards to the front line. The transport line for supplies in Geomarrow remained open.
Why would you even close that? That surely would have been fine.
I never thought that the underworld would sink into such ruin without the Silvermane guards. Perhaps Mother was wrong. But how can I change her mind? I've tried, but she won't listen. I don't know how to get through to her.
I'll give you a hand.
Change the mind of the Madam Guardian? Not easy. But he knows that better than I do. The more I think about it, the more disoriented I get. Which in turn makes me think about it even more. I just want a better life for the people of Belobog.
You can't save the world alone, child. I don't know how old you are.
Or not. Right now, I just need more time to think. Walk with me. Let's forget our problems for a while.
Alright. Sure, let's go. Let's try not to get you killed in the process. The fact that no one's given her like a change of clothes.
Last time I went for a walk like this, I never thought I'd take one through such a strange place with someone I'd only just gotten to know. It's so quiet here. I'm not used to it.
I like how they made us slow down to a walking pace and that they still made her slower than us.
I'm surprised the vagrants in the Great Mine go after the mining teams. They must be desperate. Still,
Literally using weaponized shovels.
a crime is a crime.
is the law supposed to find a balance between justice and compassion in the face of such complexity?
An actually interesting question.
Can you last with your current supplies?
Is that Seele? Let's go take a look.
I know. I'll go to Rivet Town and bring them back for you.
It's too dangerous to go alone. Get Oleg to send someone with you.
The rest of Wildfire has barely gotten any sleep the last few days. They should rest. They'd only be holding their eyelids open and slowing me down. Besides, didn't you say some of the miners were gravely injured? Lives are on the line.
That doesn't make it better by risking yours. That just makes it riskier. Holy shit. Let me arrive just in time.
Aren't you supposed to be sleeping? What are you doing out here? Up to no good, perhaps?
We're just having a walk. Neither of us could sleep. You can rescind your baseless accusations.
Walk somewhere else, then.
Easy, Seele. Maybe they can help.
Ooh, we got the simp response. We're not helping anyone with yeah, I'm not going with the simp response.
Oh, yeah? Well, look at you swaggering in like the protagonist in your own story.
I mean, everyone's the protagonist of their own story, right?
The clinic is packed full of people injured in the mines incident.
If you're not, what the hell are you guys doing?
Things, Seele and I have been busy caring for them. As you know, the underground is lacking resources to begin with. Add on the sudden nature of the incident, and it's no surprise that the clinic is almost out of medical supplies.
That's pretty rough.
We need to acquire more. Somehow.
Are there other towns that we can rely on?
The situation in other towns is even worse than ours. As the fragmentum spreads underground, more monsters go roaming around, causing trouble for all the towns. That means more vagrants in the mines. The
Right back.
resources
There you
have
go.
been swallowed up by the fragmentum. To get anything now, people have to risk their lives.
Easy now, Seele. Anger isn't good for one's health. Seele and I actually aren't from here. We both come from an industrial town to the north.
I'm surprised there's like more towns for the underground than there is for the surface, but I guess it's easier to expand from the big three. It's like that.
I used to manage an orphanage and clinic there. But after the fragmentum corroded the area, I had no choice but to move here to Boulder Town. After all, I have to survive myself if I want to save more people.
Go to a corroded town to collect some useful resources? I'm in.
We're in the whole gang.
Well, but you look quite tired.
Hold up. I never said you could join us.
People's lives are at stake. Why wouldn't you want another person to help? Besides, I have some experience with the fragmentums. I'm sure I will be of use.
Well, just don't.
Let's go, we're getting the team together.
Seele's lack of outright rejection means she approves of you. With you all accompanying her, my mind will be more at ease. Come, let me give you a list of materials we need. The place you're going to is called Rivet Town. Follow the path through the mountains to the north for a bit, and you'll arrive there.
Roger that.
Let me think. I'm almost out of metal plates and
Why do we need metal
for
plates?
immobilizing broken bones. There's a market in the center of Rivet Town. Residents left behind piles of materials there when they evacuated. Please look for some there. Oh,
Okay.
also rubbing alcohol.
That makes sense,
Some
yeah.
at the orphanage, since the kids often got into tussles. I didn't bring it with me when I left. Oh, I hope it's still intact.
Orphanage,
Lastly,
market,
painkillers. There should
and
be a
the old
list
lab.
stored in the old lab. Hopefully they haven't been destroyed by monsters. These should be enough to get by for a bit longer. Be careful. Don't push yourselves too hard.
Seems easy enough.
Metal plates and bandages, rubbing alcohol, and painkillers. Got it. Piece of cake. Let's go. If we leave now, we can still make it back before sundown. When it comes to helping
Pardon me?
injured people groaning in pain, the sooner the better.
if we hadn't happened to be passing by, were you really planning on going into the Fragmentum alone?
Okay.
What's all the fuss about? I've done that loads of times.
So reckless. According to the rules of the Silvermane Guards, any expedition into the Fragmentum must have a squad of at least 4 members, as well as a communications officer.
Exactly. A rule of the Silvermane Guards. Don't apply your rules to us.
I mean, that's a pretty good rule, to be honest, if you're going to go into enemy territory like that, to have comms and backup. Alright. I think we're going to call that there for today, then. Yeah, I got dinner soonish, so wrap up. And I don't want to really do some grinding at the moment. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Good, yes. I'm getting a hungry boy. Food will be soon. Depending on if I got blades on in the dark or not tonight, I might be doing another stream. Probably Pokemon. Might be some more of this, who knows. Yeah. I'll do some farming and grinding, I guess it's like off screen anyway. Like, I'm actually really enjoying playing the game at the moment, so it'd be a case of I'm probably gonna do a lot of these impromptu streams with this game because I wanna do the main quest online on stream, seeing as I've started, and then keep the because I want to play it a lot. What words are difficult, apparently. You guys get what I mean. But yeah. Yeah. We'll just play as much of it as we can on stream. For a while, and then either I'll get bored of it or I'll just carry on going normally. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. I shall see you hopefully later, if not tomorrow. Bye-bye.